Whoop-a-doop-a-doo. Wow. I love that opening, dude. Thank you. That is the great Culture Casino who made that. It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, my corner art isn't blocking your face, so I'm kind of happy about that.
No, it's really nice, and you know, I'm here in my illustrated glory, at least for a little while anyway.
Gorgeous glory, my friend. I love the tie.
Yeah,
so how are you fellas doing tonight? How are you? Let's first start off with the great Machity 90. How are you, buddy?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Name's Michail 90, artist and illustrator, and I am doing fine. Happy to be here on this Wednesday Humpty Dump with my friends, of course, as we get to talk about some nonsense.
Nonsense is always good. Always good. We're going to start out with something positive, though, and then we'll go into the nonsense, of course. Thank you for being here, buddy. And, of course, someone I consider a co-host is the great Culture Casino.
Everybody, Culture Casino here. Just glad to hang out with everyone today. It's been a week so far, and we're halfway through, so naturally it's time for the Humpty Dump.
Yes, sir. And you are taking over my role as RoboSpork, so I like it. Not bad, just a little robotic. People are going to get you on that one, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. So let's see who's here, though. We got Tina Bojan. I love this one from Girthy. But first, Tina, love you. How are you? Free folks of the fandom. Great channel. Hail, friends. How are you? Shane Nolan, one of my biggest supporters. Shane is always leaving comments and great. Just really great with information and actually like pays attention to the stream, which blows my mind. Anybody does it. Also, Shane G in the house, one of my supporters and members. Thank you for being a member. Same with Tina. Feel free, anybody. You could be a member as low as a cup of Walton's best coffee a month. So, I mean, it's not much. Girthy guitars, though. There's more likes than viewers. That's how we roll, man. It takes a little while to warm up. Wednesday, look, everybody and their mother streams now because of the vid. There used to be nights where I snuck in my shows and it just changed. Everything changed. So a lot of people watch it on replay and I'm good with that. Culture Casino for $2 saying, hail friends. Thanks, buddy. Another member of the channel. And the Time Prophet always coming in, having some great conversations with him on the chat last time. I like how he has his views and as a community, we could all disagree or agree. He thinks rap sucks. I think 90s rap is decent. Other people love 90s rap. We all, we came to it with that one, the whole rap game. But thank you for being here, guys. I know it's not a large group yet, but so I would like to start off with this. So when people watch this on replay, this is the first thing they see. I should probably share the screen though. And I don't know if there's any audio, so I'm going to share the audio. Culture, why don't you tell us what's going on with this?
Sure, absolutely. We have the brand new launch of the brand new camp, our very own Red Gaze, Sunsworn, the Vengeance, just launched a little over an hour ago, and he's already funded to his first fixed goal. The starting goal, he's over $1,000 with just 15 backers. This is another really high product. If you scroll, you can see the art. It is amazing. There are T-shirts available, incredible illustrations, and the tiers are easy to afford. Yeah, there you go. Some of the art. There you go. Yeah. And I mean, just
that
look
one's
at that.
Vinny, right? That's Vinny right there.
That's Vinny.
Yep. We got Vinny
Yeah.
and who is the other?
Miriam.
Miriam's on it too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like I forgot there for a second. Miriam's fantastic.
Yeah.
A friend of the channel, both of them. Wow. The artwork is just amazing. Look at that.
It's so cool. Yeah. This is just the beginning of this book. And of course, you're going to get, you're still going to get the novelization stuff from Red Gaze, but this is just a cool different way about it. So I think it looks incredible. I cannot wait for this. I backed it right away. First, 10 backers. So
yeah, I will be backing this on Friday.
Oh, it's so cool. Yeah.
Why don't we watch this, the trailer first, and then give me what you think about it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Blow it up.
Miriam.
We're not really a lot.
You guys can hear it though, right?
No.
I can hear it.
Sure the audio? I can barely hear it.
Chat, can you hear it? Wow, look at that. Oh, there's a tree. Stephen Walton will be happy. Multiple trees. Fire, dude.
Wow.
Fire. That is fire. His intros are getting better and better. The Red Gaze is killing it. He has his own website. Check that one out, people. Bookmark it. Be prepared. This you're going to be able to say you knew somebody when they blew up. Sorry about that. You can see what I watch. So Sunsworn. I don't know what this is. We got Mauler. We got a little Teflon Don for Jon Snow. Graham Hancock, because that's what I'm all into. And the Leak Project. The Leak Project's pretty good too. I didn't think that would pop up.
Little Herbie Hancock there.
You know it, brother. You know it. I'm a man of many different hats. But yeah, guys, please make sure you guys back this as soon as you can. If you can't back it, let's make sure we get this link. Go to my tweet about this, this dump, retweet it with this link in it, or just tweet this out and let Gaze know that we're supporting them. You got all the way down to $15 just to, you can get the digital one, 52 full color pages in this book. And you got two great artists right now that are involved in it. So I can't say it's not worth this one right here. Both covers at the $50 mark. I think I might do that one. But every time I see one, I want to go even higher. So the sketch card, that's dope. Yeah. Look at this work. It's impressive, guys.
Yeah, I just the artwork alone. Plus, it's Red Gaze, so the writing's going to be right on point too.
Yeah,
it's going to be incredible. I'm very excited. I'm excited. These types of projects they always get me fired up because it's like, hey, maybe I can turn this into a show. Maybe I could turn this into, maybe I can work with the artist. Maybe I can work with, the creative happen. And that's where our mindset should be. We're still going to have to talk about stuff on a day-to-day basis that we like or don't like about the entertainment that we're getting delivered. But simply being able to I don't know, to make our own stuff and to partner with people creating their own stuff.
Truly.
I mean, it really is.
I mean, it's not just about bitching about properties we don't that we used to love that aren't what we remember them being. It's also about creating and backing everybody that supports, independent content creators. And if we can help that along, even with our own vision that, might come down the road, you never know. But I know that a lot of us have some vision that we're working on, and we're hoping that something like this, with the talented people we know, will become something bigger than just books, So, look at that artwork. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good luck, Gaze. You got our back. We got yours, man. Congratulations on that launch. I love it. I'll be on camera because that's what people want to see. Cheers to you all.
I'm having the worst internet right now, Scotty.
I know you are. I could hear it. Let's say hi. We got a couple more people that popped in. We got Keely Chow saying, hey, everybody. And always, what's going on? We also have Soul Assassin saying 90s rap is dope. Agreed. Who else popped in? I saw a couple other new faces jumping in. Jack D jumping up in here. Jack D. That's between us. It's Jake D, everybody. Jake D has his own channel. I call him Jack D because I screwed it up for so long that I can't fix it in my own head. For $5, he says, hey, good to see you live, Sparky. And he's allowed to call me that because I call him Jack D without even meaning it, man. I'm so terrible. I had a comment. Listen to this. So on one of my A Song of Ice and Fire, I think it was my theory stream we did a couple weeks ago. I think it was just me and Stig Kenobi. And we're banging out theories, man, talking about theories. But I have like brain farts. I forget names of characters I've read hundreds of times. I forget names of family members. Like I just have some issues with putting words to like the things that are in my head, learning disabilities like that. But this guy's like, yeah, really changed your life. Can't even remember one name of a character in any of the books, but yeah, it really changed your life, big guy. I was like, all I could say to him was, yeah, you make a valid point. I love when people troll me. It's so much fun. So what is on deck for tonight, boys? And thank you, Jack. Jesus Christ. Jake, thank you. We're going to be talking about a couple different things tonight. We're going to start off with this quick one, though. Something that the great Jayne Theory sent me. And it is just, we're not going to read the article. I just wanted you guys, your take on this. And that's the action begins for live action series. This is the new Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff. This is the new series that will be live action. I don't know. It's probably like a WB thing, but you got Chloe Bennett, Dove Cameron, and Yana Perulet. No disrespect. I apologize. We're filming the pilot in Atlanta along with former Scrub star Donald Faison, who I love. I think he's great. Faison. Sorry, Donald Faison. See, I can't say names. What are you going to do? He's fantastic, though. He's hilarious. But what do you guys think about this little Powerpuff action here? Jayne, what's up?
I just got one simple question. Why?
That's a good question.
Let's not the fact that this is a complete CW butchering of the original IP is one thing.
Right.
Let's not on to the fact that I think the actress for Buttercup has said some, pretty racist stuff in the past.
Has she?
I heard that. I don't know where I heard it from, but yeah, I was like, I remember one video saying they would talk bringing that up, but yeah.
But wait, she's biracial. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Like that's
I heard it. I'll try
now.
to find it where I remember her hearing it from. But yeah, it's.
Can we just talk about this? Even if we're not going to talk about that, let's talk about these beautiful women dressed like little girls.
See, that's the thing I didn't understand about this, because from the description, they were supposed to be in their 20s and they were sort of moving past. Well, they've moved past their childhood when they were these heroes, and they were upset because it sort of destroyed who they were or whatever.
Oh, God, is that what this is about?
That's what this was supposed to be.
Is this about like like child actors, like this is the next phase. Okay, all right.
Yes,
Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, that's what the story was, and they were upset because they had been sort of forced into this as children, and they had moved on and were living their lives. So this seems very, very different, unless it's supposed to be a scene from maybe
the very beginning.
I don't even know if it would be
I mean, they look like grown women dressed like little girls.
It just looks creepy. I'm sorry.
It is commercial.
Creepy.
I don't know.
I'm trying to imagine what the scene is from, but probably a commercial would have been called back to be. It could be a movie within a movie type of situation.
Yeah, you know what? Valid point. Valid point.
I mean, absolutely.
But look at they're beautiful women. You know, all three of them are beautiful. And they look like, but the idea of them dressed up like little girls kind of makes me feel icky when I look at these 20-something. Probably one of them might even be late 20s young ladies, and you're like, oh wow, I am not supposed to like her right now because it feels icky.
Okay, let me say, this is gonna sound weird maybe, but I like that pink dress. I would wear it.
Okay,
you could rock it, but would you rock it with that bow tie and the whole ensemble? Like, I don't know, it looks so young though.
It does. I know it's bad.
I don't know, like the double pigtail, you know, like.
Now that's going a bit too far.
Yeah, it's like when you have
but cheerleaders dress like this. I mean,
yeah, that's true, and it's kind of like when you have point to that. It's I don't know. It's like it's kind of weird, just like in the same way that you see like people who are in their 30s playing high schoolers.
Yeah,
right.
Valid point. Weird. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but that's a valid point. You get that a lot, don't you?
Yeah, there's plenty of it.
I kind of think it depends on how old they're supposed to be. If they're supposed to be 20-year-old girls sometimes do this.
Rock this. Yeah, we called them club kids. You know what I mean? Like, it's a style they're going for. It's almost like back in the day when the Japanese girls were doing the anime, and they still do, like, but it's now worldwide. But that very anime, young-looking type of thing going on, you know? Like, look, I could be over analyzing this because again, you're absolutely right. This could be,
and you're a dad of daughters, so it could.
That's why it freaks me out. That's why it freaks me out.
I think, I don't know. I guess it just looks weird because you're right. It does look like older girls are in their 20s looking, trying to look like kindergartners. But yeah, it's. You know, cosplays are like that too. It looks like more in cosplay, if anything else. I think I think there should be. I think the outfit should evolve. I think the outfit should evolve as the passage. I know they're created. It's not natural birth, but I think it should be because they are aging up, because they are older. The outfit should have evolved over the course of time. You know,
right.
Like maybe get in, have somebody who goes in, you know, looks at the original designs and just pictures how would they look as if the girls were older. I'm not saying something that's more like Avengers or something like full-on superhero suits, but something with that similar kind of style, just more fitting to characters who are much older.
And you know what? Jayne might be absolutely right. They might be working towards that. This might be the first scene, just kind of like a weird flashback, but they're still of age, like they're sick and tired of this, or it could be, like you said, a movie within a movie. It just seems, I mean, they're so good looking, you know, and then it might be because I am a dad. Like, I find it very uncomfortable to look at them and be like, wow, they look great. You know,
I think it's also maybe the connection because the characters that we know them as are preschoolers.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just like, why do we need them to be adults at all? It's just very weird.
It's just.
Well, they're probably doing this so they can get past labor laws. Because my thing is that
if you kind of read the synopsis behind this, that's where the problem for me is with this, because it's very CW-ish, but it's also very cynical, millennial, almost, I want to say Twitter is kind of a take.
This is Gen Z.
Don't put that on us. Yeah, and I can't picture like the Powerpuff Girls older up acting the way they would in this show. Is older.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like they could have done it if they had, because in theory, I don't mind seeing where characters go.
Absolutely.
But I feel like they could have done it better than making them just angry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like they could have done something where the girls have grown up and they've moved on. They have lives, maybe they're married, whatever.
Jobs,
and
yeah,
something
stuff like that.
calls them back. Like they have to come back because there's a new threat or a threat that they thought that they had eliminated. You know, that would have been cool.
That would have been awesome. I think
Keely, absolutely. Real quick, Keely, you're absolutely right. Like if Vinny drew them, they would look like women.
For me.
They look like girls. They look like little girls, like the double ponytail, the barrette, or the bow in the hair. Like the only one that could pass as a woman right now is the girl in the middle. You know, the other two look like grown women trying to look like children. And that to me, unless it's like a play on the 90s show and making fun of it before they launch into like, this is how their lives really are, you know, and they have jobs at crappy jobs and this and that.
This could
be. Won't be that though.
I think it may
I'm
be
afraid
that.
It won't be though.
I think it may be a flashback to when they were teenagers because, like I said,
that could be it.
The thing about it is that they are like, they're not in the synopsis where we meet them in today's time. They have moved on. They're just very angry about what they were forced to do as children. So I'm thinking this scene is a flashback from when they were teenagers, pretending to enjoy doing what they're doing and internally regretting it. And then maybe they flash forward to the present day and we see them angry, bitter 20-somethings.
So, right. For the other, I always say this, Ibrahim. Sorry, dude. They are taking your 90s Powerpuff Girls show of like like they were like 6, 7, weren't they? They were really young.
They were like in kindergarten, I think.
Okay, they were
Really
like they were
little,
kindergarten, 5, 6 years old, and they're taking them now all grown up. This is what the show is going to be: 20-somethings powder puff.
What I'm really afraid of though is that at best it could be just like this angry CW take, but at worst we could have another Jake Skywalker moment.
Well, we'll be talking about a little bit of that in a bit too.
That's what I'm afraid. We're gonna have another Last Jedi kind of moment with this on our hands. That's what I'm afraid it's leading. This might be leaning towards too.
I have a problem with this idea that they may blame their dad because we saw their relationship as kids and it was great and they loved what they were doing. So now if they're only, I mean, who else can they blame? So now you have this character who was a very loving father who wanted them. You know, he went through all this trouble to create them. And now suddenly he's the bad guy and, you know, maybe even abusive or whatever.
That too. And I get it. If it's teenagers, I get it because it's teenagers, they get angsty. They become angsty in their preteens and that's just kind of natural. But
if they make him a bad dad, Makani, if they make him a bad dad.
Right, and the girls are in there, like, if they're shown to be depicted in, like, their early 20s, still with that angst.
Well, that's what they are, though, right?
Yeah, that's the problem. 20s. Yeah, it's I can't believe it. I simply can't.
Yeah, they're literally, they're jaded and they're resentful about their childhood. Yep. That's the story.
That is the story. Here, let's see. Does it say anything about the synopsis? It is the CW. Okay, I heard you guys say that. I didn't know if that was a definite. But the CW is hoping to relaunch the popular Cartoon Network animated series from the late 90s with the new version picking up with the titular superheroes as disillusioned 20-somethings who resent having lost their childhood to crime fighting. Yeah, that's going to be a great show.
See, that's going to be like, why would they do that to these?
Oh my god, that's going to be bad.
Why would they turn them into that?
So they're going to turn them into, basically they're going to act like villains.
It's just
when they think they're here. No, I'm dead serious when I say that. They're going to basically, it's going the Marvel Comics route of basically making them think they're heroes. But when we see it, they're actually villains.
I hope they don't do that.
It's funny
They're-
that Soul Asylum says this, or Soul Asylum.
Soul Asylum.
Run away, Soul Assassin says this. Wait for the Millennial Dexter Laboratory spinoff. Now, there was something that I saw recently in the past year. It was like all these different 90s cartoon kids aged up, and they did the Powerpuff Girls, they did Dexter, insert 90s, late 80s cartoon here with little kids, and they showed them all grown up. And I'm wondering if that was a precursor to what they plan on doing and starting a weird live action anime world on CW. I mean, they did it with Archie, the Archie series. Can they be doing mixing Dexter into this?
Archie,
a
complete disaster as a
I look forward to the Millennial Johnny Bravo spinoff. Oh wait, that would never happen in this day and age.
Wait, you guys?
Did you watch that? Did you watch the Archie one?
I did. I didn't even think about that. When you mention it, that's exactly what they're going to
Riverdale.
do.
Yep.
Yes, Riverdale.
It's going to be what world would we call that? But it's the MCU or the Monsterverse. It's some type of 90s child anime verse.
Yeah. It's the Arrowverse. It's basically the Arrowverse for Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Yes, brother. What's up? What's up, Culture?
Berlanti. It's him. This is his production company.
Is it really?
Crap.
Yep.
Oh no.
Be ready for it, everybody. Be ready for it. I did watch the first season of Riverdale. And the only thing I could say about that is, what are the two girls? You got Betty and you got Veronica. Veronica's the dark-haired girl, right?
Yep.
Smoking hot. That's all I can say about that show. Smoking hot. And the redhead scared me. Smoking hot, though. They had very attractive young ladies. And, rest in peace, Luke Perry. That's about it.
Well, that's all. I mean, it's the CW, so that's attractive. Now, the 100 was good. I mean, they do have some shows that are good. It's just that.
Isn't that the new Superman on the WB?
Yeah.
I'm digging that show.
That's
I'm
good.
really liking it.
You're okay. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it through episode 6.
You know what? I've said it once. Do you want me to say it again? Should I say it again?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
it's going on hiatus, and the same writers that wrote the first couple episodes that you guys love, they aren't coming back.
They made it through. I think I've watched 5 episodes, or maybe the 6, whatever they just ended with last on the 23rd. That was the last episode I watched, and it looked like it was starting to get good. You had spoiler for Superman and Lois. 3, 2, 1. They had a Lex Luthor, an African American or black Lex Luthor from a different multiverse, coming after Superman, and it was setting up to be so good. The guy just seemed like he was going to be he's a really good actor. And I was really digging the take on Lex Luthor. He was a positive Lex Luthor, but from a different world. So he's kind of evil here, but from his own world, he's actually being good. And if they come back, it's really good. If they come back and screw that up, the father-son thing that's going on, the family dynamic that's going on, I could see him do it. I could hear it. I'm going to be pissed.
I wonder if they do that to lure. It's like they do that to lure you in, and then suddenly, boom. So they know what we want to see. They just they still have their agenda.
Right, but in this particular case, that's not why it's going to change. It's changing because it's changed.
It's changed because
changed because of the new writers or
keep this in mind. The first episodes before the hiatus, they were all filmed before lockdown restrictions. Yeah, they were all filmed before the lockdown happened.
You see too with The Walking Dead, these last few episodes they were filmed during the lockdown. Terrible.
Yeah, didn't they divide it up because my wife loves The Walking Dead, and I was wondering how she felt about it. I haven't asked her yet.
So awkward.
Hail to the great Thomas Gilkey, guys. Let's get him to 1,000 subs. He is getting close. Thomas. He's over 600 now, guys. Thomas is an OG also. He's third wave? Yeah, he's third wave. please, guys, he hangs with us fourth waivers, but I consider him third wave. Thomas is OG. Thomas supports everybody. Thomas is a friend to everybody. Please support Thomas. If you guys are not subscribed to him, we'll try to get his link in the chat. He is one of the best out there. He's just a good dude. CW is going to blow this up, aren't they? I'm so pissed. What have you heard? What have you heard, Culture?
The Arrow was good for the first few episodes, right? I mean,
one season
or two.
Arrow was good for the
Stop killing people.
Arrow was good for the first 2.5 seasons.
Yeah, I give him 2.5.
And I said half because the moment that he was killed by Ra's al Ghul in the mid-season finale, that's when it's. And when he came back alive, that's when it started going downhill from there.
Didn't they use the Lazarus pit or something? I forget.
Yes, they used the Lazarus pit.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I really was digging that show. I just hope it's going to be a shit show, isn't it? I'm just so mad.
Sorry.
You know what I watched? Oh God!
Spoil it, Culture. Just tell us what's going to happen.
Yeah, please.
Look, all I've heard, and again, this is technically third-hand information, but it's from somebody I know who's dating somebody who is affiliated there at the CW. So there you go. All I've heard from them is that the show is going to dramatically change and start to mirror more of what the other shows are in the Arrowverse.
Oh God.
Hey man, hey, nothing can get worse than nothing can get as bad as Batwoman, right? Right.
Well, wait, Silver Lining, Supergirl's over after this year.
Thank God, because they had such a good, you know what, Jayne, you put it perfectly. They have a good first season with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then it seems like
everything.
Well, I mean,
first
season of Flash was good. First season of Arrow was good. First season of Supergirl, it was Supergirl.
Okay,
so you expect it to be a little like that. It was good.
Easy, but fine.
Batwoman, that's its own freaking monster. And this Superman and Lois, I did not think this Tyler kid was going to be any good. I think he's fantastic. Do I think that would have been the Lois he would have married? I don't know. But
first season of Legends was good.
I liked Legends.
First season of Black Lightning. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I like that.
That's fun too.
Oh God, everything just goes downhill.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Black Lightning had opportunity, but no, they canceled it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Roswell
is
was
the show canceled?
Yeah, it's done after its run.
What, Black Lightning?
Yep.
Oh man.
What happened with that?
I thought that was a liked show. I thought that was a really liked show. That's so crazy.
No, that one, the renewal though, of course, we renewed, of course, Batwoman.
Yeah.
And the Flash.
3 seasons.
Makes no sense whatsoever.
Listen, I'm just going to say right now, the first season of The Flash was fantastic. The second season was absolute brilliant. The third season was pretty good, but then I stopped watching after the fourth season because that was at the moment that Iris started taking over the entire show.
What went down in the second season? I think I watched 2.5 seasons of The Flash, and I liked it.
What happened? What was great about the second season was that the ending, the season finale, it opened up the multiverse. So they played with a lot of they played basically, it was basically a huge toy box that they could bring in so many different characters from different multiverses, bring in a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of tie-ins. The big character, one of the biggest ones is bringing back John Wesley Shipp from the original Flash as Jay Garrick.
That was dope. Okay, I'll give you that. That was dope. And you know what? I did like how they were able to, like the Legends of Tomorrow when they did their first team up was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
But then, like a Legends with Tomorrow, you got the captain of the ship gone after season 1.
Right.
And then you get
yeah,
and then you get Firestorm. Break that up too. And just what are you doing?
It was just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what made people love that show, they got rid of. And how do you get rid of Rip? He is the one that brought the team together. He's supposed to be. I don't know.
They did the same thing with Roswell. They took the main character who everybody liked and put him back in a shell. Dude,
was that the kid from?
Season.
Was that the Wolf kid from the originals?
What?
The kid who was the deputy?
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't in the show?
No, they took him out for like most of a season. I'm like, and put literally the eggs they came out of, that's what he was back in. I just don't understand. And of course, it was just so that the girls would essentially become the only actual cast.
Right.
But it was ridiculous.
I gotta say, I loved the original Flash with John Wesley Shipp. I loved that Flash. That was so good when I was a kid. Because that was like late 80s, early 90s. I loved it. Loved it. That was one of my closet things when I was like playing sports. I didn't tell anybody. The Flash was one of my closet things. I loved it. Loved it. We need a black Catwoman.
Well,
we got one.
We got the one. Yeah, Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, Eartha Kitt, but Zoe Kravitz is definitely
Halle Berry was too, right?
Halle Berry.
And Halle Berry as well.
No matter how many people want to forget that one.
It should have been a better film, I'm just saying, but still.
Yeah. Mark Hamill is in something recent. Animated thing I was just watching. What was that? Is he in Invincible? I can't remember. It's something animated.
Check.
How do you guys like Invincible? Anybody watching that? Show's awesome. Oh, the show is awesome.
I have not.
Oh God, dude. Anybody in the chat watching Invincible? It is awesome. Uh-oh. Holy crap. Tom is in the house. Yeah.
Hey,
I can leave.
No. Don't leave. Don't leave. I'm going to put you right up here. Right next to Culture. I meant to put you next to Culture. There we go.
Hi.
Look who shows up because Tom shows up.
Oh, fucking Justin Proper.
All right, get out of here, Tom.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. So we're talking about, at the moment, we're talking about CW shows. The one we were talking about was Superman and Lois. Have either one of you guys been able to watch that?
No, I
Not
thought
yet.
that was an old show. I don't know. They make a lot
No,
of.
you're thinking of Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, that's an even dumber name.
Oh, it's a good show though, man.
You
Like
know,
I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
okay, yeah.
The
All right.
reason
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
you got to give it a chance, but we were talking about that
Yep.
because we were looking at these pictures right here, guys. I don't know if I'm going to blow my own world up here. So this is the new Powerpuff Girls.
No, that's not real.
That's real. The show
Oh,
is
that's real.
being made right now.
It is real, sir.
Yeah. Here, let me see if I can
No.
get to the source. Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're supposed to be short little people,
Well,
not like fully grown adults. I don't like this.
There you go. Here, we'll take you through the slideshow. Is she blowing a gum or something?
I
come on.
don't
It's well
care.
known.
don't care.
This
Yeah,
is all your fault, Justin. It's your generation that's doing this to us.
Yep.
I didn't do any of this. If anything, it's
Yeah, you did.
No, this isn't me.
These are your people.
Oh.
They're not the people who are making this. No, not quite.
Yeah,
So
this is Jesus.
you take one of the strongest looking women who played Quake, Chloe Bennett, and she
Yes.
just looks so weak and like
Mhm.
girly. I like little girly, like girlish.
Who's that?
That's the one in pink. Her.
Okay.
It's
They make her look
Blossom.
like a little girl.
Wait,
Blossom,
go back to
yeah.
the last slide.
Yeah, hold on.
And that's the guy who's their dad.
Yeah,
It's Donald Faison as Professor Utonium.
pretty much their age. He's like what? Maybe he might be 20 years younger.
No, he's
than them.
almost 50. Yeah.
Is he
Yeah,
really?
he's almost 50.
God
yeah.
dang, he looks good.
You
And I
know,
love him
okay.
too. Well, he does.
Okay. I mean, that's all. That's all.
Not
I'll
like
say.
you think he looks good. No.
This is a lot of. I could say for a lot of black actors.
Is that
who
even?
are
Is that even the outfit that the guy in the cartoon had? I don't remember him wearing pink.
I don't know.
I'm not going to point out the obvious. I can get over that, but like he's not even wearing like.
And so,
Never mind.
What's the obvious? I don't understand what you
Yeah.
mean.
No, it's I just don't think he wore pink. He wore something
Okay.
else. I don't know.
Okay.
No,
And by the-
Professor Utonium wore solid white with black like pants and shoes.
Yeah,
It does look like kinky cosplay to me. That's what
Yeah.
messes me up. It looks like kinky cosplay.
So they look like basically Twitter. I'm not Twitter. Twitch.
Instagram?
Gen Z Twitter. Like
Instagram, Twitch counts. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I like what they're doing with Blossom. Okay, I can go with this.
Yeah,
no.
those are
No,
perfect Twitch skirts.
Considering this Chloe
That's
Bennett
great.
who was
Love it.
considering that was Chloe Bennett who was Quake in Ages of S.H.I.E.L.D., who basically had so many seasons to revolve around her character. Yeah, this is a step down.
And she was powerful and strong.
Yes, she
and
was.
I just want to see where they're going to go with this. Will this just be like Jayne said, maybe like a beginning thing, and like we right after this we see them in their 20s like hating
On
life.
drugs.
Yeah, on drugs. You know.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. The
deadbeat-
Powerpuff Girls on drugs.
Yeah,
Watch,
deadbeat baby daddy.
either Bubbles or Blossom is going to be a Twitch thought. I'm calling it right now.
No.
Probably
Blossom,
Bubbles.
Bubbles is going to be on crack or something.
Yeah, no.
Oh
right.
God.
They'll hate their lives.
Yeah, they
blame their dad.
will.
One
the
may
daddy
be in
issues.
jail. Yeah.
That's probably
I blame their
Buttercup.
You
Buttercup
gotta
will
blame
be
the
in jail.
Yeah.
Or in the Women's March or whatever. Just bitter, angry with the rest of the world.
Oh man. So
So
we're thinking
sad.
this is my idea, and I don't know, maybe Tom, you're an insider if you have heard anything. Is the CW trying to start their own Powerpuff Dexter's Laboratory type of verse? Because I keep seeing artwork showing them like a year ago, showing all these like 90s kids cartoons as adults now. And all of a sudden now, boom, we get the Powerpuff Girls. Are we going to get a Dexter's live action laboratory that's older? Are we going to get a Johnny Bravo that's even older?
Cow and chicken.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want Johnny Bravo.
Courage the
talking about
cow.
his toxic
Courage the
masculinity.
cowardly dog.
I
Well,
don't-
what's worse is the Axel Braun Powerpuff Girls already looks better than that shit. So,
Good point. Good point.
I don't care about the CW. I really don't.
It's so
I
bad.
have no time for it.
Who cares about? I mean, I personally don't care about the mythology of Dexter's Laboratory. I don't know. I'm just not one that cares that much. You know, like maybe he's a little person. You know, when he grows up. You know,
They're really just trying to get the audience that grew up on this stuff. I mean, am I against the idea of it? Oh, hell no. I mean, I'm all for trying something different that isn't, as long as you're not trying to virtue signal with it. I mean,
I noticed they're trying to tease us a little bit with like, oh, this is what we think the kids think is cool, but it's going to be dated in like 4 years, if that.
Yeah, I don't know. What about, have either one of you, I know you just said that, Tom, that you're not a CW person. Have you watched any of the first episodes of Superman and Lois?
no, I haven't had a chance to yet.
So good. I love it. It's such a good, wholesome family show. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the dad, I mean, he is Superman, but still mom and dad having some issues, but working through it with the kids. The kids are kind of whiny, but whatever. But I thought the show was good until I heard now that they're going on hiatus and all the writers have been fired and new writers are coming back.
Well,
So-
I wouldn't say fired. I think they just got new jobs in the meantime.
oh,
Yeah.
Culture, what were you going to say?
They were not fired.
Okay.
Fired.
They
Okay.
weren't fired.
I misspoke. Excuse me. We're not fired. Have new
There
jobs.
was one writer who was fired who is totally sure it's not because of her writing.
Really?
Oh, are you referring to the writer that was on the show before it launched? The one who was
Yes,
making the who was
because-
pushing for I think it was pushing for like for Mod Pa Kent to be interracial.
Yeah, there was a big to-do. I don't know if she was the one that was a part of that, but she was a writer who went out claiming that the CW was made up of a bunch of racists because she got fired, and it couldn't be because she's a bad writer, because she knows her writing's good.
Oh, I remember that now.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Okay. So what I wanted to point out earlier was speaking of somebody talked about like race or gender swapping or something of roles, or what was that?
There was a story that came out this recent week. I have no idea whose idea it was, but there was some kind of scuffle behind the scenes about possibly making the Kents a biracial couple?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it the kids? Because I thought they said something about too making Superman's grandfather biracial or something.
Oh no, that was
Why?
something that had to do with Ray Fisher pitching a fit.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I kind of wanted to touch on that. What is that all about? He's still pissed. Real quick, I'm sorry, Mr. Tickle Trunk for Canadian $2 super sticker. Best day.
My favorite username ever.
Isn't it the best? He's such a good guy. Thank you. I haven't seen you in a couple, so thanks for being here, buddy. It is like a fox farting out hearts or something like that. Thank you so much.
Farting hearts.
By the way,
stand by, they smell like sweet tarts.
by the way, I should get going. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for sending me the link.
Oh,
Okay.
why are you leaving?
I got to go on another stream.
Oh, okay. Well, I love you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, and I hope you have a
Absolutely.
good stream.
AKA,
stop
you're
by,
not the one
Justin.
who won the choice in this one.
I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Bye.
Bye,
going
buddy.
very
Bye.
Take care, Justin.
Love you, buddy. And we love Mary. We love everybody. Everybody has to. Everybody streams around this time. It's nobody's fault. Nobody's trying to mess with anybody. We all love each other. God bless America. America. Before we go on,
Yeah.
I have not had a chance to tell you, Tom. Congratulations on 200K, man.
Woo!
Midnight Edge is blowing up.
All you
That
got
is-
to do is eat a bunch of sugar, cake, and soda, and you can weigh 200 and wait. What do you mean?
No, not that.
200,000 subscribers, not 200,000 pounds.
Yes. Yeah. But
My
the cake
mistake.
thing. Well, we can talk about the cake thing later. That's awesome.
Well, you just shouldn't
Oh, yeah.
drink frosting like it's water.
Okay.
Mix it in real good. All right. But seriously, congratulations, man. That is a monumental thing on this channel. I don't even know if I'll get to 2,000, but I'm proud of you. So luckily I know somebody that's that cool. So thank you.
Well, I've been in the game for a while, and Andre, who really deserves most of the congrats, has been at the game a little bit. This part of the game a little bit longer than I have anyway.
Mhm.
But no, yeah, it's just one of those things. You keep trying, keep persevering. Sooner or later, you'll find an audience somewhere. It's just one of those things.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's awesome, man. I see like your stream today. Was I watching today that had like over 1,000 people? Like, it just seems like you guys are hitting a stride that's really wow. You guys are hitting an amazing stride, and your content speaks for itself. So give those guys a shout out for me. Like, I think it's nothing to scoff at, man. 200K is unbelievable. Like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe we're here either, but thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. We're going to now move on to another topic. We are going to talk a little Star Wars. And here we go. This is from the great Bounding into Comics.
Do I
and
have to?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
We have to.
Well, I'm a little late to the game. It's been a day or two since this one came out, and I have to. Yes, Star Wars continues to scrape the bottom of the barrel, insults Luke Skywalker and Han Solo again. So, what have you guys heard about this? I really haven't seen much except for like Stig Kenobi.
I say we got to go from now on. Basically, whenever they're not tearing down the characters, then release a story, because it's just got every day it's something.
Every day.
Every day is something else. Every day is another reason to take down Luke. In this one, I think I think a lot of people were more irritated with what the description of Han Solo, as they said that he was a
Useless.
scoundrel who thought that he was a hero, and he ended up being useless.
Insane, man. Insane.
Insane. I don't know who are they going after? Like who?
I mean, I
who is
mean,
the
I
fan
get
base
it.
we want
I
here?
get it, because I've been hearing that, during its run, the whole Dr. Aphra comics were selling, but
Right.
how much though? Like how well though? You would think that they would actually at least prop her into a sequel trilogy at some point, or at least into television or something like that.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's doubling down every day. It's like you're saying, every day, every other week, it's some new insult.
I wish these people would get laid so they quit fucking with my heroes.
Thank you, man. I think that's the
Well-
best way of
well
putting it.
said.
It's a bunch of people just, I don't know, man. Like, why do you have to keep messing with?
Because they're so
past?
picky choosy. There's only, out of all the fucking people in the world, there's only 2 people that got to be into them, because they are bisexual, transsexual, fansexual, pansexual, whatever, 20 different sexuals. That there's only one other person in the world that's all those things. So they obviously never get laid.
Well, you know what? I coined a term, so if you can feel free to use it, because you'll at least use it better than I probably do. But I call it checkbox prime, the ultimate checkbox person. That's what they're shooting for. The one-legged, multiracial, multi-gendered,
One horn flying purple people.
leader. There you go. Exactly, man. That's what they're looking to hit. And if they could beat you, they're gonna go with like, okay, it's a no-eyed now. It's a
Even
no-eyed.
more rare than a unicorn. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's checkbox bingo.
It is.
Checkbox
Well, we
bingo.
even had for Star Trek Discovery, we had SJW bingo for that.
Mhm.
Like, and almost every week we'd have no problems hitting like 12 bingos. We almost had a blackout one week. I think there was only like 2 spots open, maybe one. I'd have to ask Rob for, but like, it's just crazy, you know, like, and I kept telling him, like, we don't even need a free space.
Right.
It's just like,
I know, right?
But I think all of this is just ultimately still a specific directed attack against the fandom, because they know how we feel about these characters, especially these 2 in particular. And it just seems like everything they do is intentionally a slap in the face. It's not like they're going after other characters. I mean, they are to some degree, but not with the same attention and effort to completely, in every way they can come up with, degrade and erode who they are.
And it's done so much so that they even degrade the characters they're trying to champion, such as Leia and Padme, which they shown here. But I forgot what Padme was, but Leia's, all their description was Republican royalty, throws a mean left hook.
That was it. Now let's
Yeah,
see
that
what
was
they
it.
have to say here. I'll read a little bit of this and see if they listen, because I know.
I mean, Republic royalty, not Republican royalty. Sorry.
I think we kind of do that. But if they don't have it, check out Stig Kenobi. He put out a great tweet about this that lists all of them, and if I can find it, I'll bring it up. But this is from John F. Trent. Lucasfilm continues to scrape the bottom of the barrel when it comes to Star Wars with the announcement of the Dr. How do you say Afra?
Dr. Afra, yep.
Afra audiobook coming to print from Del Rey. Del Rey made the announcement that the audiobook, which was released back in July 2020, would be coming to print back in November 2020. They wrote on Twitter at the time, the spectacular Dr. Afra audio original by Sarah Kuhn is coming to print next spring on April 6, 2021, and is available for pre-order now. They added, read an interview with author Sarah Kuhn and see the full dramatized persona as written by Afra herself. So this was, I guess, the tweet, this blah, blah, the spectacular, just saying what's going on. That's the cover art. Okay. Darth Vader's there. You got, some droids. You got, is that Afra? Dr. Afra, the girl?
Yeah, Dr. Afra, yeah.
Okay. The full dramatized persona is included in the link, but it would not gain much attention until this week when Del Rey shared an image of it to Twitter while promoting the book going on sale today. They wrote, available tomorrow, the epic audio adventure of Dr. Afra by Sarah Kuhn is coming to print. Here's a preview. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Here's a preview. And this is where they listed it. And hopefully they blow it up down here. All right, so we're going to jump. As you can see below, the description for Luke Skywalker reads, yellow-haired rebel humanoid who is supposedly important for some reason.
Yeah, that's what the was.
They literally put that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Did they mean to put this out on like April Fool's?
I don't think it was an April Fool's joke.
Okay.
Because the thing is, those descriptions are supposed to be told from Dr. Afra's perspective, like what she describes them as.
Right, and that's what they said. You're right. This is the persona. She also writes that Han Solo, reformed scoundrel, always claims to save the day, actually useless. What is she, like a therapist?
She's a servant. She's a servant of Vader.
She's a rogue archaeologist. Okay.
Mm-hmm. and she
All right.
actually defeats Vader.
She defeats Vader.
Yes.
That guy right there.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
One of the most badass villains of all
Yes.
time. Okay. Like
She even says that like Vader is like
right
the
here,
boss man, a man of few words. I was like,
man of few words. Our intrepid heroine's terrifying boss.
Fuck this shit. Who cares?
It is. It's ridiculous, dude. Han Solo's very loud Wookiee sidekick. No match for Black.
No, I'm
Chrysian-
serious. They're doing this so you fucking talk about it.
Hmm.
Because they have nothing else to sell it with. So they need us to fucking sell it for them. This is the same shit they used to do for fucking Star Trek.
You're so right, man.
They're just saying, they just put this shit in here. So we make 20 fucking videos about it. So we're talking about it. So then it's actually on people's radar. And I mean, you didn't have to actually quit.
Oh no,
about it
because
now,
you're
Scott,
right though.
No, but
You're
that's
right.
really the only reason it's in there. And Jayne's right. It's just to piss us off. It's just to piss us off. So we make 20 videos about it. And so they can go there. See, look.
Somebody's
you.
talking about it. That's exactly.
Well, not
it.
just that, but they're just a bunch of istophobes, obviously.
Oh, of course.
That white
What's up,
male
Red
rage.
What's up, Red Gaze?
What's up? How's it going?
So we watched your trailer just a little bit ago, and if you don't mind, I'm going to share it again because it is an awesome trailer for Sunsworn. Let's
Thanks,
see,
brother.
All right, man. Let's play this one more time. Really dug it. Here we go. Nerium's so dope.
Quite, yes.
Yes. Vinny's artwork, beautiful. Boobs. Freaking beautiful, man.
Thanks, my man.
So, would you like to say something about it while we got it up?
Yeah, man. Well, you're on the right topic, honestly, because that's the death of Star Wars is what inspired me to write Sunsworn in the first place. And this is, just a break between the novels. If you're going to go with the comic, and yeah, who better to draw that than Nerium? Because Nerium is just badass when it comes to her art. She's awesome with the sequential artwork. She translates my scripts like crazy, like hive mind, almost hive mind type crazy. But yeah, man, I just figured we need something new, something better for the space fantasy genre, and I think this is what we need, to be honest with you.
I do too, man.
But
And
does it have karate in it?
Well, it's not referred to as karate because I didn't want to jump on that Karate Kid
Good
bandwagon. But there's a lot of cool action, a lot of
All
cool
I needed to
fight
hear is
sequences.
it's not called karate butt. That's all I needed.
Damn it! Do I need to change the title?
that should be the name of that should be what it's called. Sunsworn. It's not karate, but ... That should be the name of the title.
I'm just
That's
going to call it karate. Period. That's it. It's just karate.
Well, to be fair, if karate in this sense means any style of combat, even though karate in and of itself means hand only, but yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, huh? Hopkito's handle.
It's
right?
It's Rob's gauge of is it good or not. First of all, does it have karate in it? If there's no karate in it, does it have boobs? If it doesn't have boobs in it, then you're probably screwed. Rob's not going to watch it.
It's definitely got boobs. I got that angle covered.
The only exception is plausibly sports.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it's like karate.
It's like karate. And I know he's a sports fan too, so that's a good one.
What if there's karate ball in this?
Ooh, karate ball.
Rob probably produced it.
Yeah, well, there isn't, but there still could be. There's still
now I'm interested in what game would karate ball be.
Yes. Like lacrosse? No, that's
it's like soccer mixed with fucking like just full on karate, like just kicking the shit out of each other.
Yeah, it's like full contact soccer, basically.
But you can't contact anybody unless they got the ball, at which point you can beat the hell out of them.
I know, right?
Real quick, Shane G, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Also a member. Couldn't find a good sticker. I think the smiley face is good enough, Shane. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Stig and Miss Martin Muses are in the chat. They are on my Monday night stream. I saw a couple people asking. My daughter had COVID, so I've been a little busy. That's why we didn't have a Monday night stream, but we will be getting back to that this coming week. So thank you for people that were wondering about that. We will be back on it. But yeah, one more thing about that book, because Stig put it here. It's canon. That's what bothers me. Like, it's not even like this is an offshoot. They really truly don't. You're right, Tom. They just don't care. And they don't care enough where they don't even care how bad they make it, because they know people like myself want to bitch about it once we see that, because it breaks our heart. It breaks our heart what they're doing to, like, I don't even care about Star Wars anymore, really. It fell apart like last year. I just gave up. But still seeing stuff like this hurts.
Oh no, I totally understand. And I mean, it's just more and more crap they got to throw at us to just, remind us of what we can't have anymore and what there isn't anymore. And I mean, things like The Mandalorian and stuff like that were, getting some fans back on board, and it was actually doing what Kathleen Kennedy's Star Wars wasn't able to do with the movies. And clearly, especially with Gina Carano and Rey, because she wasn't Rey, Kathy had to make sure that had to go, Right. And people like Pablo Hidalgo have done nothing but, just cause discourse. I mean, and that's a name that I consistently hear coming up constantly as one of the little ringleaders, or whatever you want to call him. Like a Grimmel Wormtongue or something like that, basically.
Right.
I mean, he is, and he gets these useful idiots just moving him along like lemmings to go after whoever he says next. And that's where sometimes I'm not even sure if Kathy's aware of what the fuck's going on. She is such a satellite mother when it comes to Star Wars.
Right.
And the more and more I hear, it's like the more she doesn't give a shit.
Right.
She doesn't care about a franchise. She's just more about who she can hitch her wagon to. Like, there's things I can't really talk about. But anyway,
I understand that.
Yeah.
But it's just stupid. I mean, from a business perspective, it just doesn't make any sense, because they could make so much money if they did it right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and Stig's right. That's what I was trying to say earlier. I'm like, I'm done talking about it. I don't talk about it unless somebody asks me specifically anymore. And even Andre, I'll discourage him from bringing it up on the show and shit.
Right. It's just, like, and you're absolutely right. That's why I did take it down, because they bait us into it, and I've been falling for it. We all have for years now.
Well, and Warner's the same way with the whole Snyder Cut business.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They did a lot of the same kind of crap. I mean, it's their kind of politics. It is. It's dirty politics, and it's all just trying to use us because they can't use us like the access media, so they try and find other ways.
Right. Right. It's ridiculous, man. That's why
any publicity is good publicity, right?
There you go. And that's what they think. That's exactly what they think. I think this is an important one to talk about, because once again, that's our show.
Hey, that's me.
That one up. Yeah. Hey guys, that's us. We're doing great.
I'm on TV. I'm on TV.
Hey, Ma, I'm on TV.
I made it, Ma.
That's really why Scott did this.
I did. I just
He tells his mom he has a TV show.
just want somebody to love me. So this one
is something we need to keep talking about, though, because this is
Yes.
something they don't want us to talk about. And this
Yes.
is what keep
And
it
this is
on
from-
your tongue, man.
Right, and this is from SB Nation. Shadow ban. Gina Carano's account limited by Twitter due to sensitive content. It might be harder to find her. And this is an article by Anton. I'm going to butcher your last name. Tabuena. If I did, I apologize. That's me. But Gina Carano's social media posts have been the center of many controversies, and it eventually led to her high-profile firing. Wasn't fired. They just didn't redo her contract from the Star Wars show, The Mandalorian. Apart from her now infamous meme comparing the Jews during the Holocaust to the U.S. political climate, which really actually wasn't what she did. Carano was at all. Carano was also previously criticized for transphobic tweets. She never did, along with spreading misinformation and conspiracy theories about Q ... which she didn't. The 2020 that thing, which she didn't, and the beer
about
bug.
QAnon. What are they talking? Where did that come from? That's
Wait,
new.
where did that come from?
That's brand new. I have not heard that one before.
Yeah, and we all follow her on Twitter. I've never seen
never.
a single tweet of her
Literally
saying
That
went
is
through
a
all of
drinking
them.
water bullshit thing. Just because maybe QAnon touched on one of the two of the points that she has made, they're literally just conflating. That's all it is.
Oh, okay, because
Yeah, it's the drinking milk thing. It's like, you know, Frederick Wortham said that all kids in juvenile hall read comic books, and like Stanley pointed out, yeah, they all drink milk too. What's your fucking point?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, they all breathe air just like you too. What's your point? Like, it's the
Right.
conflating of two
Exactly.
things that have nothing to do with the other.
Like
Right.
like the 5 degrees from Keanu Reeves. or
I was
whatever.
just about to do that. 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but 5 degrees is better with Keanu. Real quick, Fat Steven Seagal is up in here. Did you, Fat Steven, or are you close? He's like close or just hit 1,000 subs. So, guys, if you're not supporting Fat Steven, please do. He's hilarious.
That's a warning. Keep your hand away. He's eating. He will bite your hand off.
He will. He can't even write just. He just.
There's
eating.
3 small children that learn the hard way.
And also, guys, one of an OG friend, Lorena Creel, is close to 2K. So let's get her over that mark, guys. She is awesome. Was on one of her lunch times. So please
Sub
sub.
to Lorena because at 2K she will do an entire stream in a cheerleader outfit. She will do the
I'll get behind that.
Yeah, why
If
not?
you want to see Lorena in a cheerleader outfit, get her to 2K.
She's awesome, dude. So let's get back to the article. She is awesome, though. Good luck, guys. Wait a minute, what just happened?
Culture
I swear-
turned into a white nipple.
Yeah, wow, that was weird. And how did he get himself into the show? That was weird. Okay.
Culture, I'm in control now.
I know, like, did I give him the
Lord.
password or something? That was weird. So let's see. After being let go by Disney, which she wasn't, she was. Carano only ramped up on these types of social media posts, which ramped up. I don't think so. She just kept posting and looks to be enjoying being the face of this rebellion against cancel
There
culture.
they go.
Right?
That's so funny. Oh
Buy
my
drunk-
God, this is
Buy drunk
hilarious.
3PO's merchandise, guys. Although this,
They're
True.
using
what did you just say, robot?
Robot nipple.
Robot nipple, robot nipple, robot nipple and me. Although this approach seems to have led to her Twitter account being flagged for sensitive content. As of this writing, Carano's account isn't visible through Twitter's search menu, but you can still visit the profile by typing her account name and going to the page directly. This warning also appears once you visit her account. So it's not even that it gives you a sensitivity warning. Like, you have to search. You couldn't just put in Gina, her being probably one of the most famous Ginas on Twitter right now, and it popping up. You actually have to put in either her full name or her handle, and you still get this. That's ridiculous.
There was
What do you-
never sensitive. There was never.
There was
sensitive
never-
so
There's
different
never.
opinions is sensitive
Mhm.
content now.
Well, a different opinion is harmful and hateful content as well. So I think that's what they're
Most of it-
referring to.
Most of her posts aren't even political. Like this whole thing is stupid.
No, and they're usually reposts. That's the other thing they keep forgetting because they keep
Yeah.
saying she said, she compared. At no point did she specify that was what she was saying until that interview with Shapiro, and even then she was just explaining what she was saying, and she wasn't, making it wasn't anywhere close to what they were putting on it.
It was just a retweet.
Yeah,
Mhm.
She didn't even
exactly.
do that now. What if she had just done it to see what other people's reactions to it would be? Like, look at this.
Well,
But
then
they
she's
don't
obviously
care.
a bigot.
I like what Robert says. I get sensitive content when I look at Gina.
Well, and I love how they've changed the definition of bigot in the last few years too. That's the other one I
Mhm.
love.
Wait, is there anything left they haven't changed the definition?
Not
of?
really.
Goalposts.
I
I
know,
mean,
right?
Yahtzee means nothing anymore. Like
It
when I was
basically
growing up, you called
conservative.
right when I was
Maybe
growing up, if you
turtle.
called somebody turtle.
Turtle, I think,
Well-
still means the same thing, but it depends on what you're talking. I suppose they may have even changed that.
Yeah, we got to look into that, Tom.
Yeah.
It could now be offensive to frogs because they're turtles without shells.
That's true.
Yep.
Mm.
Wait a minute, now you're assuming shit.
Damn it.
Wow,
I'm
way
sorry.
To go. Way to go,
For some
Scott.
reason, I'm pretty sure turtle is an identity as well.
Oh,
I identify as a ninja turtle of the Teenage Mutant variety.
There we go. There we go.
that's crazy. So listen.
So I just like to say,
Yeah, please do.
cowabunga.
Oh no, did he just do that live on my channel? Oh my god, we're all troubled.
Can we say go ninja, go ninja, go?
I think
Go
that would be
ninja.
racist, actually. Too.
Oh, okay.
It might actually be, but you know what? I don't care
Stop Ninja Turtle hate. Okay, guys.
because it's
Okay,
not
okay,
meant to
okay.
be racist. So
Right, and that's the thing. Like Gina Carano in her interview on the Daily Wire, she would think, "Oh, I'm putting this out there because I think this is going to bring people together." Anytime you think that's going to happen, you should really realize you're going to divide people because everyone finds something you say wrong. Anything in writing, people can read it the way they want to interpret it. That's why I hate text messaging people, because I could be like, "Hey, how's your morning going?" And someone can read it as, "Hey, how's your morning going?" Like it's whatever they assume you meant by it.
You know what,
So-
too, along those same lines? Anytime you're trying to bring people together, the forces that be, the powers that be, don't want that to happen
Nope.
Mhm.
anyway. So you're going to be attacked. If you're trying to actually cause and create actual unity, especially if it's against government or you want to question government or question the status quo, you're going to be attacked with all the power at their disposal. They're going to try to destroy you. And that's what's happening with her.
Well, look at Steven Crowder right now. Steven Crowder got shut down from YouTube, shut down from Twitter, tried to go on Crowder Bits to just explain what was going on. They shut him down there because they said it was too close to the same content, and all because he showed proof. I don't even know if I want to talk about it, but you got to. He went with the guidelines that were put in front of him by YouTube and went to sites showing where people's addresses were, where they said they were living in like Las Vegas or Nevada, and where they voted from. And a lot of them were like the median, underneath a bridge, vacant lot, and they took down that and they banned them for a week. We can't be afraid to speak about. This is what scares me. It's like you just said, Jayne, it's not even like it's wrong thought. If you have wrong thought and wrong speech, what they believe is wrong, they're going to silence you now. And if we're scared, if they're going after some guy who has 5 million, they're going to hit him first. And then they're going to trickle down to the smaller channels. So at least I'll be around longer than most. But, like that's the scary thing. We should be able to speak our minds if we're not talking about hurting people and things of that nature.
But even if
and
you
let's
don't
bring
like
on a great guy right here.
like a movie, suddenly
Yeah.
you're a bigot.
Right. And let's talk about Paulie here. What's up, my friend, the Latino Slant?
Paulie.
How are you?
Oh, I gotta leave. I'm totally racist.
No, that's what I heard.
It was bad enough I'm here with all these other people. I can't with Polly.
Come on, man.
Come on.
No, Polly, I can't with you. I'm too racist.
Can I
But
just
he's
ask
got
a
hairy
question?
legs.
No,
Tom,
somebody
did you-
was calling me like an uber racist in the chat earlier, and I'm just like,
What?
what the fuck are you talking about?
Why?
How?
Why?
that
So it was
during-
because of the whole Ray
Everyone's like,
Fisher
what?
business
Hi,
because they're like, how can you go against the little
where?
man? It was like, it's not about being against the little man. It's that you have, 3 other people that are being tossed under the bus here that have a hard time believing all 3 of those people are fucking racist. It's
Wait a minute. What was this about, though? I missed that beginning.
the
part.
whole Ray Fisher business when we got into that
Oh,
I was-
shit.
okay.
I was
thought
watching
you meant
that.
here. You talking about earlier?
No. And then like I'm just sitting here because like you were on the stream with us earlier and shit too, Polly, and you're kind of part of the team and whatnot. So
Mhm.
No. I mean, they were out of control hours before you got there, bro.
I know it was hostile environment. I realized I walked into. It was nuts.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Paulie, I saw you there. It was ugly from the beginning when Mr.
There must have been a
got
bunch
on.
of Fisher stands out or some shit.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes,
Well-
when Mr. H got on with his view, which was very sound, very thought out view on it. They were firing, dude. They were firing. But real
Yeah.
quick before we answer that, the great fat Steven Seagal beats up Twitter, Canadian $2. Who, Tom, did you tell him this? I told you this in confidence. Scott names his
I
moves slap
plead
and
the
chop. Hashtag sham wow.
Hmm.
They
Sham
gotta have
wow.
names. They gotta have
I don't know if
names.
there was pictures. I mean,
Oh, not the pictures. Yeah, that was ugly, Tom. I was at I wasn't at work watching your show. But I did definitely hear about it, and I had to leave before you got on, but it got that ugly, huh?
I guess I don't know how bad. Andre said it wasn't that bad, but I mean,
Listen,
Andre's
they even-
dead inside too. So
They even called me the token whatever when I started talking my opinions.
About Ray Fisher?
Just about the real problems of race in Hollywood and casting practices, blah 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 blah. But they were just like I don't think anyone. It didn't, it was just the thing where they just kept turning on, but it wasn't crazy.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
don't forget this, Paulie, as you get bigger and now that you're attached to a great channel and your channel is fantastic, as you grow, you will be called both sides of it. You will be the sellout or the
Oh, it's already
token.
started.
I mean, that's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
But it's funny. It's because it comes from people
whatever.
that say
Most
worthy.
people are going to call him that Spanish guy.
No, I already had. No, here's how it works. Your own people are the first, and
See.
that's already started from very small, very very small, like just starting out, 20-30 subscriber channels, Latinos.
Mhm.
Saying I don't represent, and I said you're right. I don't represent. I represent myself.
Yeah, I forgot you claimed the whole Latino community. I
Right.
forgot that was your
Paulie
job.
is the coolest motherfucker there is. That's
Isn't
all
he
that matters.
smooth?
Doesn't matter
So
what
smooth.
race he is. Doesn't matter even if he's got a penis. All that matters is that he's cool and he can wear that hat and make it look damn good.
I'm pretty sure he has a penis.
I don't care.
And I have a hat.
And that is important to me.
He
Yeah,
could have
the
been a
penis is
woman
the
in a
hat.
former lifetime, and it doesn't matter. I'm not sleeping with him.
Oh my god.
Wait, back
See,
to
that's
solo.
what they don't
Back to
get.
solo, please. Back
Yeah.
to solo.
Definitely not a
Scott,
cop.
back
Yeah,
to
can we
solo.
get back to
Yes,
this,
you're
please?
back to solo. You're back to solo.
No.
Here we
What
come.
was that, Jayne?
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about. See, look at that.
He could pull off any hat, man. And then you got this. Hold on. Then you
And
got
it even
this.
matches with his shirt. Look at that shit. Well, no, get it off there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, I don't know about you, Polly, saying Spanish words and Spanglish and representing. And you know what? I'm gonna stop.
Paulie
You
is
love
the
me,
Latino
Paulie.
drunk 3PO.
Look at that sexy man beast.
That's pretty hot.
Well,
That's
the
funny.
Romy likes the beard.
He is so sexy that R2D2 is trying to peek through his wall to get a look.
Yeah, right? All right, well, let's see what else is happening with this shadow ban.
Poor Scott, his ego is just crushed right now.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just went off
He's
camera.
trying not to cry.
I had to
You
go
gonna
off
do that a
camera.
little?
Jayne, you say drunk 3PO is part Cuban, but
Is he? Is he really?
I know, right?
oh, that boy can't even say a word of Spanish.
I know. I speak better Spanish. See?
He's not a cop. I don't know if drunk might be a cop. He seems like a cool cop.
No, that's the guy's name. That's the guy's handle. Definitely not a cop.
Oh, like
Yeah.
drunk 3PO? Yeah, I was gonna say no. I could see him as a cop.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Definitely
Could
not.
he be like that cool cop?
That's such a great
He'd be like
name.
that cop. Be like, all right, don't let me catch you doing this shit again.
But,
Right. And put the, ounce in his sock. I'll talk to you kids later.
But Scott, we're having a party next Tuesday night.
Okay.
Everyone on panel's invited.
I will be there, man.
Even Red Gaze. I just met you, Red Gaze.
Oh,
You're
beautiful.
invited.
Yeah,
Look,
good to meet you, my man.
Just met Red Gaze. Oh, this is awesome. I'm bringing
Just
people
met,
together.
yeah.
This is the longest I've been on a stream with Red Gaze without making the gay joke.
We'll
Let
let
me
it begin.
feel free.
No, well, it doesn't work now. I already said.
You
it.
might as well.
You don't have to be joking either, by the way.
Well, Native Americans and homosexuals find his name very, very problematic.
Really? I was trying to appeal to these bases. God damn.
No,
I
they're
know. I
not
thought he was
happy about
protecting
that.
color. Red.
Especially the 3 Native American gay guys that are out there. They're very pissed at you right now.
Son of a bitch. I
Wow.
have to rethink my life now.
Oh, God, gaze, man.
There might be 4. I haven't checked.
Now I'm not crying as much. This is good.
Scott.
Yes, sir.
He's in total self-destructive mode right now. Tom is he's self-destructive.
This is Tom just trying to get canceled on a daily basis.
right.
I love it being on my
It's
channel.
like,
too,
you
'cause
make
it's
me
fun.
fucking famous. I dare you. I double dog dare you.
Just can we make sure every time they talk about you being this way, it's as seen on Sporking News Podcast, Tom Connors, blah, 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 blah. Can I ride those coattails?
I'm sure you will. It'll be had been on your channel. I mean,
Yeah, cancel us all. Let's do this.
Lord knows if I said any of this shit on Midnight's Edge, I'd get fired. So
Well, welcome to my show, my friend. Welcome.
Yeah.
no, Andre's pretty cool about most of my jokes.
I
even pissed all over his Norwegian heritage earlier.
Jesus, Tom.
Well, he sent me some picture for some Norwegian thing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say it. It looks like a vagina blowing out blue fucking fire. And I'm like, okay, so that would be what Godzilla's vagina would look like. And he laughed. It's like supposed to be the converging of the universe and the creation of everything in Norse mythology. And I'm just like, yeah, it looks like a vagina blowing out blue fire to me.
I always like it when you can make Andre laugh.
Oh, when
So-
he laughs, it's worth it. Yes.
It is
when
worth
it's
it.
worth it.
It is worth it. Let me ask you, because I haven't talked to you in a bit, Tom. How did you like the Godzilla Kong movie?
I liked it. I mean, the Millie Bobby Brown bits were the only parts I didn't really care for.
Yeah.
Well, you can't believe a 14, 15-year-old girl could break into that facility with just by walking in and no retina scans, no hand scans, no passcodes, and they
Didn't
can
you
break.
see podcast guy? He did the wires thing.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, the human part of that was not good. The little girl in Kong was actually
Yeah, I like that.
that was nice. I like that. I like the whole Hollow Earth thing, but that's because I'm such a conspiracy
One
guy.
of my
so-
favorite memes going around is got the little girl. She's going, "No, Godzilla friend," and he's like, "No, fuck him."
Right. That was a great moment in the movie. Because he's totally pissed. He's like, I want to.
That's what it was like. Yeah, because somebody was doing a bunch of the tweets. It's like, we need the subtitle version of this movie, and they had the shot of Godzilla and Kong just screaming at each other. It's like, "Fuck you! No, fuck you!"
I'm number one. No, you're number one.
Yeah, Lime King.
No, I won that one. It was a draw.
That's awesome. Back to the Shadow Ban.
Yeah, this is bullshit because I noticed it too.
Yep.
It's clearly, I mean, they can't even hide what they're doing anymore. That's the thing is how much longer do they think they're going to get away with it? The only sad part is most of the people that would give a shit aren't on Twitter
Right.
and they're not on social media. They don't pay attention to this shit.
Right. That's the problem. It's such a bubble. It is who it is on Twitter. We use it for the reasons we use it, but Twitter is really just for that certain mob mentality. Their official policy though is that they don't They do not shadow ban. Their definition of it is deliberately making someone's content undiscoverable to everyone except the person who posted it, unbeknownst to the original poster. So they say, we don't do that. We do ranked tweets and search results. Okay, so a specific example of that, if a search result has 30,000 tweets, here's what we take into consideration when ranking. Tweets from people you're interested in should be ranked highly. Tweets that are popular are likely to be interesting and should be ranked higher. Tweets from bad faith actors who intend to manipulate or divide the conversation should be ranked lower. So is this what they're considering? Is
That's
that
95% of Twitter?
Thank you. It really is. So
And
that's
I always feel the need to remind everybody, out of the 8 billion or so people that are in the world, less than 200 million are on Twitter, and most of those are probably Russian bots.
That's true. That's true. Most of them are. And
Basically, Twitter has almost the same amount of people on there as Netflix has subscribers.
Wow, if you put it like that, you don't
Bad
even really
faith
think about that.
actors who intend to manipulate or divide the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Bad faith actors.
Bad faith actors. That's a new term they put out there. Yes, it's so they can get around calling us Yahtzees.
But it's also this thing of conflating two different concepts. Manipulating a conversation and dividing it aren't necessarily the same thing. Sometimes you need someone to come in and say, and be the devil's advocate and say, well, what about this?
Right.
What about this perspective? Let's take a different approach.
That's what they
to
don't
this
want.
problem.
Exactly, Jayne. They don't want the difference of thought. And they're proving that by not allowing certain people to speak at colleges, that's what college is supposed to be about.
Mhm.
Exactly.
You're seeing it in situations where they're trying to silence people and certain things and ways of discussing certain things. Like, you can't even talk about shit, right? I mean, not even to get political, but I mean, one of the things they were going after Gina this week for, she posted the obvious. She reposted somebody's thing saying, look, it's pretty sad. We live in a world where, you got all these people freaking out about having to have an ID to vote, but yet we got to have a fucking ID that we got fucking vaccinated.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Or even to drive, man. Even to
and
drive.
just to even drive. I mean, and you can get an ID very easily.
Yep. Yeah, you don't even need a driver's license to get an ID. I mean, you could just get a state ID.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they never want to come up with solutions because it's so much easier just to be hateful.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a problem with a particular policy, what politicians used to do is say, okay, well, tell me the problem you have with it, and let's see if I can come up with a solution so that we can both compromise.
Right.
When it
They
comes
don't
to a
do that
solution.
anymore.
They don't want to do that.
Right. And also, don't forget, Jayne, the media is now the narrative. Whatever narrative they want. Take 60 minutes. And whatever your politics are, this doesn't matter, but I'm picking a certain person. You got the governor of Florida, DeSantis, did an interview. He was talking about something, and one of the 60 minutes people came in and asked him about the vaccination sites and this and that. If you take the full clip of what he said and compare it to the clip that they played on 60 Minutes, they cut out minute 30 of a 2-minute response. And funny how it manipulated right to what they wanted it to say, not what the gist of what he was trying to say. And you should really check that out. Again, today Steven Crowder had it. Check it out. The guy's amazing. That's all I can say. He's one of the only voices out there that's just standing up against that, like just showing the hypocrisy. And that's what we should all be doing. And Culture Casino thinks, speaking moistly, I hate the internet for $2. And for $5, Valiant Renegade, which is a dope name. Paulie, thanks for posting the link. Culture, we are going moist again. Enjoying the stream, and Sporking, you have a new sub. Wow, man. Thank you so much.
Well, I know Culture's joking about the... Oh, go ahead.
Valiant's a new dude in about two... I think it's only been about 2 months now. He just got over 200 subs.
He'll be getting a sub for me.
Yeah, everyone go and support him. He's a cool dude.
If we could pop his link in the chat, let's try to get him a couple subs tonight. Yeah, let's pop that thing.
As backed by Mexican Iron Man himself. That's how I met Valiant. So good dude.
Mexican Iron Man's dope, dude. Thank you.
I was just going
Go
to say
ahead.
culture, I mean, he's kind of joking or whatever about the whole I hate the internet thing. But no, it's sad because it's shit like this that makes me hate the internet when the internet is a great tool. And like most great tools, it can be misused. And that's really what the media and politicians and everybody has been doing with the whole, internet business. It's just getting to this point. I'm sick of it too.
All tools, by the way.
All tools. Well,
Yeah.
put it this way. I love them or hate them because that's pretty much what people think. Twitter banned a U.S. president, but allowed the Ayatollah Khomeini to have a Twitter page. No, let's just look at it like that, people. Let's just look at it like that. So it's unclear which specific tweet caused Carano's account to be flagged, but her most recent posts alone are littered with several memes designed to spread conspiracies and other criticized beer bug vaccines, vaccine passports, mask lockdowns, President Biden and Dr. Fauci. Right. I'm done with this. Oh, it's almost over anyways. Twitter officially explanation could mean that the misinformation. So right there, this is a biased article because they already think, like, in their view, it's misinformation. On Carano's page had her categorized among those bad faith actors. So that's what they're using. And the problem with this also is they're going to, I thought that said drunk 3PO stuff, but it said something else. They're going to change their rules to fit the game they're playing this week. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Any last thoughts on that one, guys?
Well, I mean, they create these policies and then they don't even abide by them themselves. They use the convenient wording to just basically do whatever they want and label anyone whatever they want, just slap a bad label on them and we can just shoo them over there. So it's a bunch of BS.
Yeah. Paulie, were you going to say something, buddy?
I like your new avatar.
Thanks, man. This is the artwork. Here, let me bust it up for 1 second. Artwork by
why are you rubbing that spork on your butt?
She thought it would be cool. Kate thought it would be. I'm sorry, not Kate. I always say her name wrong. Help me, guys.
Miriam. And she goes by either.
She told me I could say Kate because I screw up her name all the time because I suck. But she made this for me, and the cover art too of the Spork with just saying Sporking News Podcast on it. I love it, man. She did such a good job. I asked her to do something. And she took it and ran with it, and I really appreciate it. She did it for free. She'll be on the show, I hope, Saturday. I'm making her a full-time. I'm putting her in our DM chat because she's really cool person that everyone should get to know. And a great artist in her own right. Thank you, U.S. Dutch Kitty.
Remind me to never use the silverware at your house.
Only sporks go on my butt.
Well, I mean, doesn't that kind of go without saying, though?
Yeah. I mean, sporks are great.
This really should be a comic.
Well, and he's got a little smirky on his smile with his smile. You notice that, Jayne?
Are you saying this should be a comic book character?
Where he sticks sporks up his butt? That's it? What?
Like I have a magical spork weapon?
They could ride that like the Silver Surfer,
It's a very Linus-y kind of look on his face.
As long as you pull it out of your butt.
That's where I hide it. Mm-hmm. Toxic Man flew for $5, and this guy's a channel member. Everybody looks anatomically correct. Cool. All spork and no balls.
Hard hitting facts.
I love that, dude.
Now the question is the spork collapsible, or do you fit the whole thing up there?
No, straight up. You should see how I walk too, because I have a short torso.
It's his magic game pocket.
Oh.
You ever see Percy Jackson? His sword turns into a pen. Yeah, my spork doesn't do that. It's just a huge spork up my butt.
Detachable spork.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. A magical spork comic book. I like it. Let's see. What is our next article, guys? Let us check this out. I'm actually going through articles today. This is crazy. I kind of like this one. This one, it was funny to me. Marvel comic author. Someone help me here.
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Ta-Nehisi Coates
compares Jordan Peterson to the Red Skull in latest issue of Captain America. Now, Makini, I know you have feelings about this art author. Can you tell us who this author is?
Okay. This is Ta-Nehisi Coates. He is the writer for The Atlantic, and a few other outlets. He is also the main writer. He was the writer for Black Panther, and he's the current writer on the Captain America comics. He is, to put lightly, a race baiting, piece of garbage. He a lot of his stuff is very race baiting. It's very racist in his own right, and it's pretty much blaming white people for every single fault that Black people has. And on top of that, he
buys into the white people were created in a lab myth.
Yeah, and he's made
very strange.
Wait, we weren't?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
That's from 2014, some of his 2014 Twitter tweets.
Yeah.
And one of his more famous quotes was that he called first responders of September 11th subhuman. And
that's this guy?
Yeah, he was basically celebrating the Twin Towers falling.
Oh my God, man.
So, and he's also the writer.
Actually believes this crap.
I think he believes it because
isn't that even worse? Isn't that even worse?
It is.
And on top of that, he's the writer for J.J. Abrams' Superman project.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's awesome. Orville Nation.
Which is like, if you hate white people so much, why are you writing so much about them?
And it doesn't make any sense that you have somebody who's that anti-American writing writing two of the biggest symbols of America, which are Superman
the two biggest. Real quick, Orville Nation for $5. PJ says, loving the new logo, Scotty. Thank you, my brother. Hey, PJ, thank you. While my daughter was sick, always shooting texts, checking up on the family. I really appreciate that, man. You are a good friend. Can't wait till you get. Yeah, he's such a good dude.
That's
man.
A good dude.
And he's blowing up. I think he's over 6K now, getting close to 7K subs. And we started out together, and I'm really, really proud of him, man. I'm really proud of him.
Yeah. Hopefully, when he has time, he can join the Spanish crew on our Midnight's Edge.
He speaks the Spanish, you know.
Well, no,
I know.
He is Spanish.
I'm looking to be on with him sometime next week.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, he reached out to me.
He is awesome.
I keep trying to get on Midnight's Edge Espanol, but Polly won't let me.
Well,
he's being racist. I just thought y'all should know. I'm pretty much like the boss, and he's still like, no. You're gonna get us killed.
Get us killed.
It's like, but I can speak it. I can say taco. I can say burrito. I can say nacho supreme.
Yeah. Anything on the 99 cents. Yep.
I know some of the words to the song.
Richie, why my Bob Richie? I love that movie.
My Richie Bob. You said it wrong.
Oh, my Richie Bob.
Polly's doing an amazing fucking job getting shit done, like he is a boss burning the candle at both ends right now. So I cannot say, like, I'm so excited for the shit we got coming, man.
I'm excited for you guys. Polly is a great add to your channel, guys.
Well, they had a real dry run tonight of a podcast in Espanol, and I watched a little bit of it. I couldn't understand a fucking word, but
but that's so awesome that you guys
picked out a few words, and then once in a while they would speak in English just to tease me,
pull you in, and then just go at you again.
Yeah, and then he sends a super chat because I'm monetized. What's up?
Oh, congratulations!
And my first super chat said,
and it said tacos and stuff.
I told you I could speak Spanish and stuff.
Vato,
what's happening?
No, we're building a great team, and we look for anyone who wants to contribute that is has some is at least proficient in Spanish as far as
I am not.
Okay, all right.
But you can make fun of me while I'm on there, and I will take it.
We already do.
I
know. See, Toxic Man Flu for $5. I was in New York City during that time. This guy is calling me subhuman. My thoughts about him are not ... positive. You know what, Toxic Man Flu? Respect, dude. I live outside of New York City, and for him to say this after what I watched during that time makes me sick. And I think Makini put it perfectly. Two of the biggest American icons in comics, you know, one from Marvel, one from DC, and this guy is writing them? Like, unbelievable,
Most
dude.
anti-American.
Just unbelievable. The Spork Ship Ballless Prize. I like that one. The Red Skull just told me about Carl Luger's genius. Oh God. All right. So let's read a little bit of this this article. In the latest issue of Captain America, Marvel Comics author Ta-Nehisi Coates, Mr. Coates.
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Yeah, Ta-Nehisi. Ta-Nehisi. I'm so bad. I'm sorry.
What is that,
Ta-Nehisi
Tom?
Coates.
What is that, Tom? Is that a taco?
These are big Reese's.
Oh, I love big. Oh, they're the
Ooh,
eggs.
Those are the Easter ones.
Those are so good.
Oh,
I got it.
Digging the beard.
bad.
Reese. Digging the beard.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that was weird. Okay.
Yeah, Polly helped me grow it.
Oh, okay. That
Oh,
makes way more
God.
sense now. That makes way more sense.
Talk about red gaze.
Is it? Wait a minute. This movie right here, top 10 date nights in movies and films of all time. Is that a date night? That's the one where she's cheating on her husband. That's a great date night movie. Okay.
I think he's gonna get a blowjob.
I think you're right. So this guy, Mr. Coates, has drawn a comparison between Jordan Peterson, the prominent psychologist whose self-help teachings run counter to many of the beliefs of critical social justice and race theory, and the infamous Hydra villain Red Skull. Is that supposed to be him right there?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe in the eyes. I don't see it.
Well, go into the comic. Go into the page. It goes into the pages, and it flushes out some because the red gaze basically says some of Jordan Peterson's quotes, especially
minute.
The red gaze does?
Wait a minute.
No, I mean not red gaze. I'm
God,
sorry,
you
red
heard it
gaze.
here
Hey,
first.
hey, hey.
You heard it here first.
Sorry. Red Skull said some quotes.
I knew that about red
From
gaze.
Quoted some of
there
Jordan
goes
Peterson's
My
quotes,
entire
and
reputation.
also made a play on his book 12 Rules for Life.
Back Sunsworn, a Nazi behind you. Out
Whoa.
today. I mean, what? As seen in recent issues, Captain
Oh, that's right.
America.
That just means white guy now, right? So yeah.
Yeah. So you're pretty much right. Captain America's current storyline involves the return of Red Skull, who, following his return from death as a mental co-inhabitant of Alexander Lukin's newly revived body, has taken to radicalizing his various followers through positive internet videos criticizing the Star-Spangled Hero and what he represents, or posting, excuse me. So is that what he's doing? He's posting videos now? The Red Skull, he's down to posting videos. I believe you all now.
He's got a webcam.
Well, I mean,
Well, and it's just his quotes and such. It's just, I understand people have a problem with Jordan Peterson, although I don't understand why.
right.
We may not agree. I may not agree with him on everything, but for him being self-help and him basically teaching young men to
Not be victims.
to actually make something out of their lives. Apparently, having that, and that's akin to Nazism. Apparently, Peterson. I hate getting political, but Peterson, he's a classical liberal. He's against authoritarianism the whole way through. In fact, he rose to prominence because he refused to, address the whole pronoun issue that was going on in Toronto at the time at his school, because they were forcing people to. They were forcing speak, essentially.
Right.
So he's an advocate. In some ways, he's probably an advocate of freedom of speech in a way.
Oh, he's a big advocate of freedom of speech, and that's why he got let go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at some more of these comics. The Red
How
Skull.
dare he? How dare he?
Where is damn you, Culture Casino, not being here, because that would have been perfect. Thank you. Was that you, Paulie? Thank you.
Yeah, man. Jeez.
Um,
Trying to pick up the slack here.
Oh, well, thank you. Because this
Comedic
show
slack.
needs it. This show needs it.
Yeah.
So here we go. What has happened to the man of the world is truly one of the greatest tragedies of our time. Once the American's man was a conqueror. Now he is but a caretaker. So these are what they're taking, his actual wording.
Stuff, and especially if you go back to the top, you're supposed to go into the earlier panel. You know, him quoting 12 rules for life. If you look into if you look into that stuff, it's basically what Coates is doing is basically he's putting everything that Peterson says and stuff that we probably agree with, stuff that's very reasonable in the mind of it, basically for as a Nazi scientist. That's basically what Coates thinks.
Right. I offer you the sword of manhood. I'm not even reading this, dude, because it's
That's
again
the
one
other
of
thing. If you have a problem with traditional masculinity, why are you writing about two purely masculine comic book characters?
it's not just traditional masculinity, Jayne. The thing is that it's clear that Coates has a problem with the fact that Peterson is telling Peterson's books and stuff. He's telling young men, young people to make something out of their lives, to clean their room, to do this and do that,
to be men,
to actually be and not just be men, just be sound, rational people.
Right. I mean, I've listened to his stuff because I'm one of those people that want to know what is wrong with somebody's speak. He's a very blunt speaker, and I think that's what messes with people. He's very blunt. But if you listen to what he's really saying, I personally, and I can only speak for myself, I don't see what's wrong with telling young men to be better people. Just better people.
Well, isn't that what Gillette was doing?
Yeah, the best a man can get.
Well, it's more than that.
I know the context is different. But yeah,
yeah. Well, I know, but also in reality, it's telling men, it's telling people, be responsible, take responsibility for your own actions and such.
Right.
And you not be miserable, to not act like you're miserable. Have goals in your life that you want to achieve.
Right. So it sounds like a self-help.
Well, part of being a man growing up, it used to be about honor, dignity, being chivalrous, or whatever you want to put it, putting others above yourself. That was always kind of a part of, being a real man,
right.
Like, I don't understand why those things are so bad.
Holding a door open for anybody, not just women, anybody.
Putting, children and women and old people first. What's so wrong with that? I don't understand why all of a sudden we're the bad guys. What the fuck did we do?
I don't know.
I mean, just because somebody's grandparents did horrible shit to people like 100-some years ago, we're all supposed to feel bad about it now. I mean, I don't get it, because for the last 30 years, this hadn't been part of the conversation.
Not as much.
Not like in this sense. Exactly. No. Like it's just, I don't get it. I mean, people have always spoke up for the little guy for the most part. And yeah, we've all gotten screwed over in life, but that had very little to do with our skin color usually. Again, I'm not saying all the time, and I'm not saying that systematic racism and certain other, unfair things happen in life, but there's that old sad adage. Guess what? Life is not fair. And most of the time, it has nothing to do with your skin color or what's between your legs, because homelessness does not give a shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Disease does not care. Like the things we all really, truly worry about in life don't give a shit about what our skin color is, what our status in life is,
gender,
or our gender, or who we want to fuck.
Right. That's well put, man.
What happened to just taking? Okay, it sounds like he says some things that are reasonable and apparently some things that are controversial. What happened to just taking the things that someone says that make sense and are applicable to you and your situation,
right,
and ignoring the rest? Why?
That's what I learned in recovery.
Demonize everything.
Right, Jayne. And that's what I learned in recovery. Take what you need and leave the rest. You take what you need. You learn from, I learned something from everybody, even something that somebody does negative. I learned what not to do, like you learn. And what we're telling people now is don't learn anything from this. Just cancel it. Don't look at it. So when you don't allow people to speak, you can't say, okay, well, this isn't how I want to live my life. So by listening to this guy, I actually want to do the opposite. It'll motivate you to do that. If you don't agree with him, that's fine. But allow people's voices, because without that, you don't know where people truly stand, and you'll never know who's really standing in front of you. You know, we'll just get that fake version of everybody because no one wants to be the one who rocks the boat or gets canceled, because they're not just coming after your social media. They're coming after your career, your livelihood. That's the worst part. It's no longer, something
Well, and
small.
then there's guilt by association, and they'll attack your family. And yeah, it's, again, going back to what, you guys were just saying, keeping what works for you and leaving the rest. That's the biggest problem I see here, is instead of trying to find ways to relate to one another, a lot of these individuals on that side of the boat just seem to want to find reasons to be offended. And the moment they're offended by something, then it doesn't matter what else is said, doesn't matter what else the intent was, doesn't even matter the context. Right. All that matters is you said thing that makes me freak the fuck out. You put me in a position where I have emotions. Go away. It's like, guess what? Part of growing up is learning how to handle your emotions. God, that's part of it. And that's kind of a lot of the stuff that Jordan Peterson talks about. And it's not, generally most of his stuff is directed at young men.
Yes.
For a reason. I mean, it's because he knows he can speak to them. He has that life experience. He's not out there pretending to go, oh, I speak for the black man, or I speak for the Hispanic woman. He's not out there doing that. All he's doing is saying, look, I'm a psychologist. This is what I've grown up with. This is what I've seen. This is what I've observed. And there's a lot of people who just give him a lot of pushback for that. And you don't have to agree with everything he fucking says, but you can clearly tell that he knows what he's talking about. In most cases, he owns most of these idiots who try to come at him, especially the more they get, like the more calm he gets. Right. That's what's hilarious. And this guy's been put through the ringer.
Right. Yes, he has.
He's had a lot of health stuff too. His health has been horrible lately.
Yeah, he's been through hell and back. And what's even more I wouldn't say sickening, but just really I can't even, is you see so many news outlets taking this as some kind of owning. Like, Ta-Nehisi Coates owning Jordan Peterson, or Jordan Peterson getting outraged and offended.
Right.
And even on Twitter, it's the same thing. And it's just like, it's not really
people
an
are
own.
trying to make names they're trying to make names for themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not really an own. It's, if anything, it's more like a cell phone.
Yeah,
it's more like
I thought you said cell phone for a second.
No, it really, they think that it's, Coates is just owning Jordan Peterson like that. I was like, not really. It's more of a self-own in a way yourself, because it honestly really looks bad on your part, because, well, for one, you ain't getting any sales from this. Just so you can get like what Tom was saying earlier. Mm-hmm. The only reason that they, Lucasfilm and this stuff, the only reason they do is just because they get us to talk about it, and when we talk about it, it gives them more attention. Well, and I agree. No, let me explain.
Please.
And I agree with that, Tom. But also, there's another caveat, is that Ta-Nehisi Coates is doing the same thing, getting Jordan Peterson all riled up just so they get his book attention, but it's still not going to equate to sales. It's still going to be right gutter.
And I'm not saying we shouldn't speak out on these things, but I was just trying to make the point that the things like that, like the Han Solo thing, they're only putting that shit in there to specifically get us riled up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they admit it. It's not even like they're hiding it. They straight, like, even look at Kurtzman, and stuff like that, the way he does stuff with Star Trek, where he says, oh, it's all about the platform and this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, they have zero shits to give about showing it anymore, that this is clearly what they're using this for. And then you read some of these articles, and these articles are starting to spout the same kind of shit that I was hearing from people behind the scenes. And that was that, oh, we don't want this subset group of fans, because these subset group of fans are istophobes. And if we get rid of said istophobes, then all these other fans that are so upset about all these istophobes will come to the fandom. They feed this bullshit to these corporate people, and they buy it.
Yeah.
We have to create a safe space.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly the words they keep. Yeah, if we create a safe space, they will come. I'm like, no, this is not the field of fucking dreams. All right, it's you're trying to coattail to or cowtail to whatever the word, kowtow or whatever, to a group of people who don't have money, first of all,
Right.
and when they do, the last thing they spend it on is media. You know, they don't give a shit about any of this stuff.
And what way of saying that just like it's not going to work, and it's not going to work. It's not its own, because the American direct market comic book industry is at its lowest point it's ever been, and it's been on such a big decline over the past years. So much so that manga is dominating.
Oh,
Manga and anime are dominating to such a big degree.
Part of it too is that there's not enough like they don't realize that they're in the minority, like that they're a very small, teeny tiny minority, and they wouldn't have the impact of the larger fandom even if all of them decided to support their projects. They simply don't have the numbers, but they see themselves in a little echo chamber on Twitter, and they think that is the entire world. And it's clearly not, as you can see from where we are, in fact, spending our money and what we are supporting that does do well when we're backing it. And they cannot create a similar thing to compete with. And they know this. So the only thing they can do is try to tear us down, but then there's nothing left.
Well, Fat Steven Seagal beats up Twitter for a Canadian $2, says, I'm offended Makini won't show us his feet in drag. So he's got that going for him.
That's clearly BS.
Well, I'm just saying. And thank you, Time Prophet. I agree with you about my spork size. Toxic Man Flu for $2 says, manga is one letter away from MAGA. Racist. Wow. Deep shit right there, man. Whoa. That's scary.
Well, they try to attack that too, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, they're trying, and they're trying, and it's
my head hurts.
It does.
Blowback. It's complicated.
I was just reading something on
Listening
Twitter. My head hurts even more.
Why? What is it? Talk to us.
No. It's
holy cow.
It was you gotta get that.
Whoa.
Valiant, my man.
Valiant Renegade.
Why did you send it to me?
I want half of that. I want half of that.
Guy?
Thank you guys. Thank you, Tom. Thank you guys for being on the show. No, you're not getting any. Well,
I fucking brought it here.
We'll talk. We'll talk later.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Scott.
Thank you. Couple pesos for Scott here.
What does red gaze have to do with this? I'm just playing.
It's a red colored, super chat.
I mean, close.
This may be my biggest super chat ever. It might be. I think I've gotten 150 before. Thank you so much. Not 150, a $50 before. Tom nailed it. Thanks, Tom. These companies have been conned into believing these juvenile, college-educated, overgrown children are the key to a new generation of sales. They don't yet get the fact that they are not and are killing existing customer bases. I mean, that's well put.
It's not really, well, it's that, but it's more, if you want to be so blatantly, the problem with a lot of, and Neon and Clownfish TV has said it best, you're appealing to Twitter. And Twitter doesn't represent the rest of the country or the rest of the entire world.
As I said earlier, out of 8 billion people on this planet, less than 200 million of them are on Twitter. And that's not saying how many are double accounts, bot accounts, corporate accounts, all that shit.
Wow. Can we put his link in the chat, please? Valiant Renegade. That is awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
No, but you're also right, though, about them, making sure that they bend the knee to the Twitterati.
Yeah. Got to bend the knee, man. Got to bend the knee. And if you don't, then you become Gina Carano. But she's doing pretty good for herself. Fat Steven Seagal beats up Twitter for another $2 Canadian. Thank you, man. I really appreciate this. This is for Red Gaze because he sounds pretty.
Thank you, Fat Steven. I appreciate that.
So sweet. That's so sweet. And we have a new one from pear-shaped Chuck Norris beats up Facebook and those 200 million influence tech companies. That's the scary part. Those 200 million do that. That's it. the scary thing is these tech companies are in line with these people's thought. They have molded their, they said, hey, everybody come to us, YouTube. Hey, we're going to pay our content creators. Don't worry about these other streaming services and these other uploading services. Help us grow. And then they got to a certain point where everybody else faded away pretty much. And now they control the narrative. They could do whatever they want. Twitter's the same way. And Facebook is the same way. We now own this market. We will tell you what to believe, what you should think, what you should do. Hypothetically, that's what they say. Hypothetically. For another $2, Toxic Man Flu. Sporking has a pretty mouth. Ding, 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 ding. All right, we're going to wrap it up, guys.
You got those DSLs, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
My pleasure.
I was just reading how
please tell us.
When they turn on each other, it is so it's like you gotta go to who called what, and then who apologized and they didn't apologize, and they're panned this and this and that, and my head is spinning because I'm just like, wow, this is the time they spent going after each other, and this is they're in the same, in this case they're in the same alphabet community, and one alphabet thought they were being misrepresented, and the other alphabet called them out. It was just it's hilarious, but you're just like, that's exhausting.
But seriously, trying to keep up with it. That's the hard part.
That's all I meant. It was right. Because you have to know all their alphabets and know okay, what they're calling themselves. Okay, now what's the argument again?
Right.
We're just
circle back to them.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. I was literally trying to circle back to this writer I know. I'm just like, what did you just say? What did you just say?
Well, the scary thing is this too, is tomorrow that narrative changes, and what they said yesterday isn't correct today. So even what they were upset about yesterday now has gotten them in trouble because they're on the wrong side of it. It changes daily.
Yep. It happens all the time. I see it so often.
Moving the goalposts, flipping the script.
With Black people, when they try to argue on our behalf, I'm just like, slow down. Nobody asked you to do all that.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Just leave us out of it.
Fat Steven Seagal beats up Twitter once again for another $2 Canadian, man. Thank you so much. Toxic. That's his anus, not mouth. You sicko. Yeah, it's my anus. But they're both pretty, Red, right? Come on.
Okay.
I mean, pretty big. Yeah. Pretty wide. Pretty used.
Well, Toxic Man Flu for another $2 now says, Fat Steven, it's hard to tell sometimes. Well, that's true.
This is an interesting direction.
Oh, this thing just got retweeted.
Yeah, we took a left turn at Albuquerque.
This thing just got retweeted by one of your Star Wars buddies, Jose Alder.
What?
Yeah, Daniel. Jose Alder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's one of the people.
Yeah, he just retweeted what was giving me a headache.
Oh, I thought you meant my link. I was like, holy shit, what?
No, sorry, man.
Thanks for getting me excited.
After this, I am really turning the computer off.
I'll be on the next episode of Midnight's Ed del Latino. Okay, let's call it quits now after I embarrassed myself a little bit more. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. Remember, Josh Wheaton threatened poor Gal Gadot. Read about that article. We were going to get into it, but not tonight. Thank you, guys. Thank you to the panel.
Oh, did you see that? I'm going to stop you. Did you see that photo of Gal Gadot working?
What?
She put a photo of herself literally laying by her cabana reading a script, and it's working on 2 projects.
Oh no!
Get the fuck out of here,
Paulie. They lose reality after a while. These people have no clue.
Dios.
Even the ones
their job to memorize lines.
It's an important job.
I'm in insight into the real life of a real actor is that Romy's every day is she's been real busy auditioning. She's got to go book a studio on the other side of town, pay for it, makeup, learning her lines, you know, and then making sure we're making our own money every day while she goes and do, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, man.
That's the majority of actors. So I'm not shitting on actors.
Right.
I'm just saying.
You can't say that they get to a level where they forget what real life is like, right?
Well,
I'm trying to get to that level in my career.
Well, exactly. Right. She is Guile. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
It also was kind of like, and you feel bad, like I felt bad, but like I just got instantly like cringed about it, even though I love her, you know?
Yeah.
You know? But anyway, sorry guys.
No worries. Pucker Up Sporking says toxic man flu for $2. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Is that the puck? Oh, you're talking about the other pucker.
My god.
Hooker photos. All right. Thank you everybody for coming out tonight. We are going to go around the panel, let everybody know where they can find you and all that good stuff. And we're going to start with the great Machiny 90.
All right, I'm gonna try to speed this up as much because my outros are starting to be as long as cultures. But anyway, guys, thank you for stopping by. My name is Machiny 90 Artist Rogue Entertainment. Everything else, you guys can find me on YouTube where I do art streams and Tom's videos every week. A couple things I want to share. So let me, if Spork can share my screen a bit. So first thing I want to bring up is on Sunday, we're having another artist join our stream. And this artist is a close friend of mine. She's been hanging out in the chats, and we finally got her to jump on stream with us. Her name is Art Dynamics, so definitely check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. The second thing is I dropped a video earlier today on the next Fortnite skin I did on Carano. This one I'm really happy about. And just guys, please check that out. And I'll start on the next one tomorrow based on the Twitter skin poll. But that's about it for me. Just pulling on through. I'm at 519, so we're making that push to 600 and making that big push to 1,000. So
that is beautiful.
Oh, I forgot one more thing.
Yeah, to it.
Jayne.
Yeah.
Do you remember the skin that you submitted last week? So we all did a sketch challenge on Sunday, and this is my version of Ocean. It's right at the Mads, Mama Bear, and Stunning and Brave also did one too. So you have to see it on panel. But yeah, that's what we were doing. We were basically sketching up a bunch of skins. So that was just all those suggested stuff. So that was a lot of fun. We're going to do a part 2 of that one too. So
that's cool.
That is awesome, man.
So talented.
He is so talented. Thank you so much, brother. He is. And Paulie, you're talented too. Let them know where they can find you.
For tomorrow night, the watch party continues for season 1 of Deadwood.
Such a good show.
That's so amazing. 9 p.m. Pacific time on my channel. And then next Tuesday will be our monetization party. I'm going to have a few live bands broadcasting from different parts of the country, and we'll have guests. And
is my friend Andy going to be there? My best friend?
He might. He actually might. Yeah. Yeah. But he would be added. I got the Consequentialists playing, which they're a fantastic band. And Midnight's Edge in Espanol. Here it comes, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, brother. That's so
Thanks,
awesome.
Scott.
Congratulations to that. You're welcome here anytime, Paulie. I love you, man. And keep up the great work. Red, and on the other side of that, Red Gaze.
Yeah. Red Gaze on YouTube, at the Red Gaze on Twitter. Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance just lost. Get on board with the next generation of space fantasy entertainment. It's quality stuff, purely escapism. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. But thank you for having me, Scott. Awesome to be on a panel with all you beautiful people. Paulie, it's great to meet you, sir. And hail the chat.
Hail to you too, sir.
You
Guys, please back this. It is a great project. Great writer, fantastic artists. We got to support our own people. So make sure you guys, if you can't support it monetarily right now, please share the link out. That is huge on Twitter, Facebook, all those great social media sites we were just talking about. So please help them out. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, be part of the 5% that isn't bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Toxic Man Flu for $2 just wants you to know Sporking dead. What? Oh, dude, I know what you meant by that. It still works.
Oh, ouch.
God, I just got, yeah.
Hi-yo.
Jayne Theory, you're up.
Hey guys, you can find me here on YouTube where I post movie and television reviews and pop culture commentary. I host a coffee and chill stream, Just Topics with Jayne, on Saturdays at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can also catch me on Sundays discussing Falcon and a Winter Soldier on the Infinity's channel around 6 Central Standard Time. On Mondays, I discuss Winds of Winter and A Song of Ice and Fire at 6 Central on Sporking this podcast right here. On Thursdays at 8 Central, you can find me with the ladies of the Queen's Council. And on Friday evenings, you can find me playing Mario Kart on OrdsBored's channel. You can also find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at Jayne Theory.
Thank you, Jayne. Yeah, that we have fun on Nina's channel on Sunday nights. We skipped last week. Hopefully I'll be on Sunday.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, it's a good time. Thank you very much. And the 200K king himself from Midnight's Edge After Dark, Midnight's Edge Radio, Midnight's Edge Latino, Espanol. No, he's not allowed. Oh, crap.
No.
No, I'm too racist.
Just
Too
Tom.
racist.
It's Tom, guys.
I'm blacklisted. Or whitelisted.
Oh, whoa.
Brown listed.
Brown listed, whatever. You got to ask yourself, does the tail wag the dog? I don't know.
Wow.
How do you spell kumquat? And
Whoa, yeah.
where's my lunch? These are all questions I hope to get the answer to.
While he plays music live, guys, check out Midnight's Edge Radio. Mead Radio is one of my favorite things because I have to get up so early in the morning and Tom's still awake, and I enjoy listening to that while I get ready. So thank you for having that channel, Tom. I truly mean that.
You're welcome.
All right, everybody.
All
Thank
for you, baby.
Thanks, buddy. And I really appreciate you being here tonight. It meant a lot to see Paulie and Red Gaze and Makini and Jayne, of course. So thank you, guys. Thank you to everybody. Oh, wait a minute. We got the hat. God, that's good looking. God, man. Drunk 3PO wishes he could be you. That's what I say. All right. Yeah, I put that out there. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah, right. You got to say it. You got to say
Paulie's a fine specimen.
He truly is. I'd like to thank the Sporkerz out there, the members of my channel. Oh, de nada. We have Tina Bojan, Toxic Man Flu, Who Knew, and Jack D, and a couple other people. They are fantastic. They support my channel. I couldn't do this without you guys. I couldn't have the new computer, so I really appreciate it. You guys rock. This one is for you. Put a spork in it because we are done. That's sexy, huh? Oh, yeah. Thanks, Culture Casino. I guess he was here for a bit. Good night, everybody.